This is hands down so far my favorite video that I've put together for you. In this video, I'm gonna be going through 34 Y2K era brands that are trending. These are lucrative items. This trend is so hot right now. And we're gonna be diving into the best brands to look for, the aesthetics that people are going after, as well as the specific items to be on the lookout for.
Hey there, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm the founder of Listing of Freedom and the EmpoweredReseller.com, and I'm on a mission to help 1,000 resellers make $100,000 in the next 12 months.
Well, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lee Meyer, and I've made well over $100,000 flipping used goods on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And now I'm on a mission to help at least 1,000 resellers hit that $100,000 mark and do it this year without the hustle and in part-time hours. I know that might sound crazy, but I know that I can help you make that happen. Down here in the description below this video, you'll find some free gifts, including my $100,000 reseller challenge. And in this free challenge, I show you exactly how to hit the $100,000 mark in your spare time. That link down here will get you on the path to making your $100,000. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All of the brands that I'm gonna be sharing with you are trending for Y2K aesthetics. People are after this look, and I'm gonna be breaking all of this down for you. Some of the brands that we're gonna be going through had their heyday and they're gone. Other of these brands that we're gonna be talking about are still around, but they have items that are trending from that 90s, 2000s Y2K era. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, we are in business and ready to roll. The first brand that I have for you is Von Dutch. Now, this brand is made by the same designer that makes Ed Hardy. He actually passed away in 2015, and this brand isn't really around much more. Von Dutch, this was really strong right around that 2000s Y2K 90s era. All of those terms you can use pretty much interchangeably. Y2K is more the end of the 90s, the early 2000s, and you're gonna see a lot of common trends as we're going through these. For example, tank tops and t-shirts were really popular, kind of a grunge look for that time period. And so these items, these Von Dutch items, particularly the hats, for example, this hat here sold for $65. We got another one there that sold for $45. Another one here for $30. Those are really popular with this brand, but you'll also see other items like this jacket. That one sold for $112. This is what that Von Dutch tag looks like. It definitely has a certain look to it with that font. The next brand is a brand that's called Trip NYC. This is a brand that is actually still around, but it started around that 90s, 2000s era with a lot of streetwear, kind of grunge rave items. And rave is actually kind of what they started trending towards, and they continued on with that aesthetic. So the company still makes these types of items today. One of their most popular items are these pants. They're going to have a lot of metal detailing, grommets and such, as well as their mini skirts or micro skirts, as you might call them. Also vests. So this one sold for $50. You can see the pants, like this one, for example, up here, that one went for $120. So this is a really good brand to be on the lookout for that goes along with that Y2K era look. Here's another pair of those baggy pants. Those ones sold for $95. And then this is what that tag looks like. There you go. Trip NYC, 2-piece. Next brand is Roxy. Now with this brand, this is another one that was around for quite a while, but there are certain items that are really trending right now when it comes to that Y2K look. First are denim jeans. This is actually a corduroy one that's a little bit longer length. That one went for $30. Here's a shorter length. A best offer was accepted of $50. I do have a video that I will link to up here where I actually walk you through how to be able to check how much these actually sold for when a best offer was accepted. And there's some other looks that are really popular right now with this Roxy brand. For example, this hoodie that sold for $28. We got a vest over here with this kind of Western detailing on it. That one went for $60. So those are some items to be on the lookout for. Another one that you're going to keep seen repeated throughout these brands is this fur trim on coats. And so this one here, it's pink, which is pretty crazy. That one went for $158. And then this is what the Roxy tag looks like. Next brand is Baby Phat. You're going to see a lot of streetwear brands throughout this video, and this was a really popular look right then that also makes a really good keyword to be able to use. And this definitely falls under that streetwear category. So Baby Phat, a lot of their jackets are selling for, that $129, $125, $120 mark. And you'll notice that those same trends, for example, there's fur, but this satin trend is also another really popular trend from this era, as is a lot of embroidery. So you'll notice on the jeans, on the back pockets of these, that there's quite a bit of embroidery that was part of that look. We've got a couple more jackets with that fur trim there, $99, but even that t-shirt went for $30. And this is what that Baby Phat tag looks like. It has that cat there and then that script font. Next brand is Ed Hardy, and this is the same designer as Von Dutch, but Ed Hardy tends to be a little bit more maybe mainstream or maybe more popular. More items are just out there that you're going to come across. And they're selling for quite a lot. For example, this hoodie that went for $110. A thermal t-shirt, that one went for $50, but these all have a really good price. If you're looking through these, they're selling for quite a bit. And all of these prices are pretty good. Another keyword that you might notice as you're going through here is what is called all over print. So that can be a really good keyword to use in your listing. Here's another one that went for $100 that has that skull print, and that is also really common with Ed Hardy items. All right, and this is what that tag looks like. And there is some variation, but that gives you kind of a little example of what to look for with that tag. The next brand is Rockaware, and this is another one of those streetwear brands. And these items, for example, here's another satin jacket. So we see that trend popping up again. That one sold for $90. That one also has fur trim on it. Pair of jeans for $35. Another vest there, not sure how much that went for, and track suits. Anything track jacket, track pants, track set like that, that is selling really well right now across any brand. We got another one here that went for $56, some more jeans, and then this is what the Rockaware tag looks like if you have not seen that. Next brand that I have for you is Shan Jean. So this is Puff Diddy, P Diddy, whatever you want to call him. This is his line of clothing. And we got another, that's actually velour. Velour, that's another popular popular fabric from this era. That one went for $50. The jeans are going for right around that $30 to $40 mark. Got a shirt here. It looks like maybe a button up. That one went for $30. Jean jacket, another jacket here. That one's suede. That one went for $50. So another brand to be on the lookout for when it comes to those Y2K trends. And then that is that Shan Jean tag there for you. The next brand is FUBU, another streetwear brand. You're going to see this a lot in here. And with this brand, there are a lot of the jerseys selling. So I want you to notice the prices, especially on the jerseys. This one sold for $70. I got another jersey for $49. Another for $40, $50, $60, $45, another tracksuit. So remember, keep those tracksuits in mind, as well as even just the basic hoodie. So that one, actually, I'm going to get to that here in a second. I don't know why that's popping up there. Here's a FUBU hoodie. That one went for $40. And then that is that tag. Next brand is BB, and this is a women's brand that was really popular. It is still around, but their 90s Y2K era items are really trending right now because they really fit with that look. A good example of this here is this vest, which is like a waistcoat style vest. That one went for $75, and I saw several of these when I was doing this research of this type of item from BB that were selling for about that amount, pretty close to that $100 mark. We got another, satin jacket there. That one went for $32. Basic tank top like that. This is another trend that you're going to see keep popping up over and over again. These little tank tops with the spaghetti straps, and they can be from totally random brands. This one went for $25 in this case. And here's another one. That one went for $50. So that's another item to be on the lookout for. We got a jacket. This is another look. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it a little bit better. This one has that fur trim. It's actually what is called the penny lane style. So you can use that in your titles if you happen to come across items. This is another really good item. If you happen to come across brands that are, maybe you haven't heard of, but it has this look, these are selling really well right now. So this one went for $129. And then there is what that tag looks like for this brand. The next brand is Eco. And you're going to find Eco Unlimited, Eco Red, but any of their items are really selling for a decent amount. For example, the jacket here, that one went for $75. Those jeans again, I'm going to see if I can zoom in on that a little bit, but you can see that embroidery detailing. Again, that was really popular during this era. Those jeans went for $60. We see another jacket with that fur trim that sold for $75. Vest here for $70, $76-ish. But this is really the look of this brand. And then that is what this Eco tag looks like. They are known for that rhinoceros. So if you see that on the outside of items, probably a good indication that it is Eco. Next brand is Delias. And this is a smaller brand. There's going to be less items that you'll probably find, but it is a good one to know about. And a lot of these looks, this brand was really popular. This brings back so much nostalgia because I got the catalog, I bought their clothes back when you had to buy through a catalog and not on a website, I guess. You're going to see coats, for example, this toggle coat. These are really popular with those toggles. That one went for $35. This basic kind of thermal t-shirt, that one went for $30. Got a fur jacket there that went for $75. I'm seeing some really good keywords being used here. For example, this one is using Barbie because it has that hot pink, whimsy goth, shaggy, disco. Those are some really good keywords. If you need help with keywords, I do have a keyword poster. I will leave a link for over here. I know when I'm listing items, it can be really hard to recall things, recall keywords right off the bat. That this will help you. So those are some more items, some more toggle jackets there. And then this is what that Delias tag looks like. And they do use that little kind of star thing instead of an apostrophe or whatever else. So that is what that tag looks like. And then the next brand is Rampage. And this is another one that was really big right around that era. And it wasn't a particularly high quality or high costing brand, but this look is really back in, and so that's why these items are selling for these kinds of prices. So for example, $50 for that dress there. We've got another dress here for almost $50, another one for almost $50. Here's one for $60 that has that button front that is really popular right now, part of that look. A square neck top, that one went for $32. Also, that crop was really in during that era, which is now back. Another dress there for $48. And then this is what that Rampage tag looks like. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know to make more videos like this. I've got lots more brands headed your way. The next brand that we are going to be covering is LEI. And this one, there's a lot of items from this brand, a lot of different types of items that are selling right now. For example, things like this purse, even shoes. But one of their more popular items are their jeans. And especially if you can find jeans that have special detailing on them. This one, again, that has lace up, and that was really popular. You're going to see that on some other items in this video, but those jeans lace up, those are really popular. I'm actually surprised that that only sold for $30 because a lot of those styles are actually selling for closer to the $100 mark or even more in some cases. Even like those boots, that one surprised me a little bit. Those went for $26. I got another one of those tank tops that sold for a decent amount. I'm not sure. We'd have to look that up. Got another pair of jeans here. That one went for $55. And then the bags are really trending right now with this brand as well as other brands from this era. And that it looks like that lot of two went for $26, as well as chunky shoes. So that's another item to be on the lookout for that is starting to trend again, has been trending, I should say, for a little while. But that chunky look, a lug sole like what those boots have, what those shoes have, and those went for $40. And then this is what that LEI tag looks like right there. All right, next brand is Esprit, and this is a brand that has been around for a long time. It actually, I think, started in the 80s, if I'm not wrong on this, but right around the 90s, 2000 era, these items are actually trending pretty well. So we got a color block jacket. This one sold for $30. That might be a little bit more early 90s versus Y2K. This one's actually really good. This jacket right there, that's a good example of that Y2K era, $35 that went for. We got a striped tee. That's another big trend from this era, is those stripes. That one went for $31. We got a trench jacket there, just a whole bunch of different variety of items with this. We got a dress here with those spaghetti straps. Again, that one went for $35. And then the tags do vary a lot, but they will have this E where it is those 3 lines, and that's how you recognize that. And the colors might look a little bit different. What it says underneath might look a little bit different, but that is what a spree looks like when you see it on a tag. Now, if you are enjoying this video, I did do a complete update to my vintage clothing guide where you're going to get over 150 different brands and vintage items. This is one of the most lucrative niches to be in. I'm going to leave a product card for that over here. The next brand is Ocean Pacific. Now, this is a really surprising one because this brand is still around. I believe it's actually sold at Walmart, so it's like not very expensive. It's not one you want to really be sourcing. But when it comes to these older items, it's a completely different story. So one of the most popular are these corduroy shorts. I'm going to zoom in on those for you. Those are selling for around that $50 mark. So those sold for $50, and those are men's shorts. So if you come across those are pretty good money. Here we got another striped shirt. Again, those stripes are really big right now. That one sold for $50. Another striped shirt here, that one went for $45. And what you're looking for with these are that older tag. That's really going to be the best indication that is, worth your time. I got a pair of baggy pants there. Those ones went for $40. And the tag is blue. That is what it looks like, Ocean Pacific. Next brand is JUNO. This is, if you've seen my videos before, you may have seen me talk about this brand because this is one of my favorite. And this is classic Y2K era, classic kind of grunge look with these wide legs. And these are selling for a lot. So we got a pair of jeans here. This one actually went for $400 from this brand. Jackets for $60, but their jeans are really probably the more popular items, even if you come across a t-shirt though. So example, another example of those stripes there, that one sold for $40. We got another pair of jeans here, super wide leg. It actually says 50-inch. So side note, when you are listing these, buyers will want to know that leg opening. That one went for $320. We got another pair there that went for $300. So you can see these can go for quite a bit of money. And then this is what that looks like. The tags do vary quite a bit, but that gives you a pretty good example to be able to find those for yourself. That brand does have a lot of embroidery, a lot of graffiti inspired patterns, designs. Next brand is Juicy Couture, which I did have on my do not source list, which is true for most of their items. But for the Y2K era items, these are really hot right now. And in particular, their tracksuits, their velour, and they will have a lot of detailing embroidery on the back side of the jacket as well as on the back side of the pants. That was really popular for this era. I'm not sure if I can find a specific one. You have to look at it's on the rear end is where it would be, where those words would be. And that is really popular with this brand in particular. So we got a kid. This is actually a kid's track set there. That one went for $38. We got an adult one that went for $51. A jacket here, that one went for $50. And that has, on the backside, all of that design. Another one for $30. Again, their bags are also really popular right now. I saw one up here. That one went for $35 or $350. So be on the lookout for that specifically with these items. This is a brand where you don't want to just source everything just because it is this brand, but you want to be really selective. And so that's that tag if you have not seen that one before. Next brand is Fat Farm, another streetwear brand. And these items, this one here, this is a hoodie, I believe. That one went for $49. I got a jacket here. That one went for $99. That velour track jacket, again. I got a sweater here. That one went for $40. Another sweater here, interesting design. That one went for $50. Got a jacket here. It looks like it has fur trim to that. That one went for $125. And then this is what that Fat Farm tag looks like. If you're enjoying this video and you want to unlock even more brands, you're going to want to make sure to check out my Big Money Brands Guide. This is pushing 800 brands that are selling for over that $20 average sale price. This includes done for you research of average sale price, sell-through rate. I even give you all of the tag photos. So it's all there right at your fingertips and you don't have to spend hour after hour after hour watching videos. It's all there right in front of you. The next brand that I have for you is South Pole. This is another streetwear brand from the Y2K era that is really pretty popular when it comes to resale, and the hoodies in particular. So this one sold for $60. We got another one here that went for $70. But even a pair of pants here, those jeans, those ones went for $80. T-shirt, basic t-shirt, that one went for $26. We got some more hoodies down here, or jackets down here, $49. Pair of jeans there, that one went for $125 just because of that wide leg as well as that embroidery. And I'm seeing some more good keywords here of hip hop and skater. Side note, a lot of people do use JUNO as a keyword, so keep that in mind if you're doing research on that brand. And then this is what that South Pole tag looks like there for you. Next brand is Guess. And this is another one that is still around, still, a fairly decent brand, but the Y2K items are selling for more, usually in most cases, I should say, are selling for more than the current items. A good example of this here is this leather jacket. That one sold for $120. This sweatshirt, that one went for $30. Got a pair of jeans here for $35. Another, leather jacket there. That one went for $85. Pea coat for $45. This basic shirt, that one went for $26. Here's that lug sole again, that chunky sole on these shoes. That's really popular with this trend. That one went for $55. I'm seeing even these sandals, flip-flops, that went for $31. And then the bags as well. So keep these in mind. These are classic Y2K. I'm going to zoom in on that so hopefully you can see that a little bit better. That one went for $110 just because of the look. We got another one there that went for $129. And then this is what the Guess tag looks like. They do vary quite a bit, so that gives you just an example, but it will say pretty clearly what the brand is. The next brand is Tapout. Now these t-shirts can sell for a lot, even if they're ripped, even if they have holes, even if they have paint. So if you come across these items that have flaws, get them. Don't pass them by. And I've sold those before, put them on auction or something, and they've gone for more than I had even imagined. So that one went for $38. Another one here for $32. This is another good place where you can use that keyword of all over print. We got a jacket here. That one went for $120. We got, some more t-shirts, $45, $30. We got another hoodie there that went for $60. And then that is what that tag looks like for Tapout. Next brand is Fox Racing. And this is another one of those brands that is still around, but the 90s, 2000s, Y2K era items, are in a special or in higher demand. Here's a hoodie. That one went for $85. We got another jacket over here, another kind of grunge. I'm seeing a grunge keyword in there, so that is great. That's a really good keyword to use. That one's $49 that one sold for. Got another jacket here. That one went for $58. And even like this t-shirt, or I think it's a polo, is it a sweatshirt? That one went for $35. We got another sweatshirt there for $50. Keep those in mind. They do have some items where they partnered with Monster Energy. So if you come across any of these, like that t-shirt, that one went for $35. We got another Monster Energy one here. That one went for $35 as well. And then this is what that Fox Racing tag looks like. And it does have that little fox face like that. So that's a good way to be able to identify that item. Next brand is Tommy Hilfiger, another brand that's, still around today, but their items can sell for quite a lot. Now, as I'm going through these, I do want to mention that I do have a filter in here for $25 minimum on all of the items that I'm showing you. And that just gives a way to be able to find the items that are actually probably worth your time and to be able to identify keywords that are trending, that are popular, that are working to get items sold. And so with this, with this one, I do want to show you items that are higher than this, because there are items from Tommy Hilfiger that are selling for, $100 plus, maybe a few $100s in some instances. And the color blocking is really big with this brand. So let me see if I can find a good example of this. So this button up right here, that's a really good example of color blocking. That one went for $35. We got some more color blocking here with that one that went for $32, a jacket there for $30. Another one here, that one went for $165. Some overalls for $64. But what I'm going to do is actually put this in, and I have not done this ahead of time, but we'll see what comes back. I'm going to put a minimum price of $100, refresh the page here, and then we're going to see what comes back, because there are items from Tommy Hilfiger that are selling for, quite a bit of money from this era. So we got a pair of jeans here. That one went for $130. We got that tracksuit set again. That one went for $110. Some overalls there, couple pair went for $125, $130. And then that is what that Tommy Hilfiger tag looks like if you have not seen that. Next brand is Paco. Another kind of streetwear, baggy jeans, hoodies, that sort of types of items. Got a t-shirt here. This one sold for $50. Got a hoodie there that sold for $60. Pair of jeans for $80. Some more jeans, $100 here. Those ones went for $100 because of that wide leg. So be on the lookout for anything with that wide leg. And sometimes with that style, it doesn't even really matter what brand it is if it has that look. We got another pair of jeans for $50 and $60. And then this is what the tag looks like. It definitely has that graffiti influence to the tag and to their items as well. And then G-Unit. So this is 50 Cent's brand. That is no longer around, but the items are still selling for a decent amount. So example, the shorts here went for $30. We got a hoodie there that went for $40. A t-shirt here that went for almost $50. Another t-shirt, $25. And then the hats are still, selling pretty well as well. We got a hat down here. That one went for $50, and then a pair of jeans there for $75. And then this is what that G-Unit tag looks like. The next brand is Abercrombie & Fitch. Obviously, this brand is still around. It actually started long before Y2K, so there are vintage items that you will come across, and I do go into this in my vintage clothing guide with older items. But for this video, obviously, we're looking at just Y2K, so I did put that in the search to be able to pull up just items that were going to come back with that Y2K keyword in the title and the description. And so this is a good example of a hoodie. And those letters are actually raised. So that's part of the look of this. There's another really good example where those letters are raised and it has that varsity look to it. So those sweatpants sold for $40. That jacket, the hoodie, went for $45. That's a really popular look from this brand. We got another micro skirt or mini skirt here. That one went for $40. So you're going to see that trend popping up from this era as well. And then this is what that, and I got a couple more down here, a couple more mini skirts that went for $75 a piece. And this is what that Abercrombie & Fitch tag looks like. Next brand is Diesel, and this one is really popular for shoes, for jeans, for denim jackets. And these style of shoes are really popular. So if you do come across Diesel shoes that are like this, they can sell for quite a bit. So example, that one sold for $39, but then this one that's a little bit more rare. It has this kind of interesting design at the bottom. Those ones did sell for $130. And then their jeans those are a really good thing to be on the lookout for. And they can sell for, $50 to $80. Got a jacket here. That one sold for $185. Some bags here from that era. Again, that kind of that, baguette style bag. That one went for $125. That look was really popular from then. Got another mini skirt there, $75. Actually another one there too. So that one went for $51. And then this is what the Diesel tag looks like. I believe I have this pulled up here for you. My computer's just being a little bit slow because I have a lot of tabs open right now. Yeah, so that is that diesel tag there, and they can look a little bit different, particularly in the jeans, but that gives you a pretty good idea. Next brand is Miss 60, and this brand is still around, but the Y2K era items are probably a little bit more popular. So the jean jackets, these shirts that are tight fitting, that one went for $35. We've got some more of those micro skirts there. The other thing that's really popular with these micro skirts, and you can kind of see it on this one a little bit better, is that pleating. And so that one was, it looks like it was listed for $143. A best offer was accepted. So we'd have to look that up to see how much, but I would imagine, that's possible that's sold for $100 or maybe a little bit more. And there's another fur trim, one of those fur trim jackets. That one went for $60. Another skirt there, jeans. And then this is what that Miss 60 tag looks like right there. There are some variations on that tag, but most of them look like that. That's one of those variations. And then the next brand is called Kickwear. This is another brand that went after that wide leg look with their jeans, like super wide. And these are selling for, in some cases, $100 or more dollars. A pair here went for $160. Another pair there for $100. Another for $175. So these are some pretty good amounts on these. And really the story with these is the wider the better. We got another pair listed for $230 there. Another pair for $250. Oh, this is actually a Tommy Hilfiger that popped up. So that's a really good example of Tommy Hilfiger. I'm glad I spotted that right now. So that one actually sold for $500. It looks like they probably just used kickwear as a keyword for that item just because it has that wide leg. So $500 for that Tommy Hilfiger. I wish I would have seen that a little bit earlier, but that's okay. And then this is what that tag looks like. You can kind of make out here kickwear on those jeans. Next brand is let me see if I can say this one correctly. Aniche. And by Googling this, I've never been quite sure how to say this, but by Googling, at least according to Google, the way that they found out you say this brand is they asked employees. But it's basically, if you look at the middle of the word, it's NYC, ENYC, so New York City. And then they just added an E to either end and apparently call it Aniche. This is another one of those streetwear brands that was around for a short period of time, no longer around as far as I know, but the items are really popular right now. So we got another one of those track jackets there that does have that kind of funky color blocking, square blocking, and that is velour. That one went for $90. Got a jacket there for $50. A striped shirt. Again, those stripes are really big. That one went for $40. Some jeans here, I'm seeing $30 to $40 price range for these items. And then this is what that Aniche tag looks like in right there for you. Next brand is Kappa, and this is actually an Italian sportswear brand. And they make a lot of items for soccer. You may have seen these before. And I actually am going to show you the tag first because this pattern is on a lot of their items. So that is what that looks like. It's a man and woman sitting back to back. And then they do use that theme on their items. For example, that track set right there, the top and bottom, that one sold for $57. They do use it, for example, down the arms of jackets. That one went for probably $40. It looks like a best offer was accepted. We got a jacket over here for $60. Another jacket here for $37. That t-shirt there for $30. Pair of jeans for $40. And that, again, that does have that man and woman down the legs of the jeans. So that's a good way to be able to identify this brand. Side note, they also do make shoes. So for example, that one went for $68. So be on the lookout for that. Next brand is Academics. This is another one of those defunct brands that's not around anymore, but the items are still, selling quite well. Got a hoodie here for $55. It looks like a polo. That one went for $40. That'd be another good one to use that all over print for. T-shirt there with that stripes, that went for $35. Got some jeans selling for a decent amount, $35 to $30 for these. And they do have a lot of that kind of graffiti style, streetwear style, as well as embroidery on those. So try to zoom in on that for you. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. Another thing that I'm noticing right now that I haven't mentioned yet is from this Y2K era, this whiskering on the jeans was super popular. So that's just kind of those bleach lines. So I'm seeing that there, those went for $50. You got another pair up here that have that same kind of whiskering. That one went for $32. And you can actually just, use that as a keyword, whiskering, in your title, because people are looking for that. And then that is an example of the tag. They do have some different variations on that, but that gives you a good example of what to look for. Next brand is Kooky. This is a brand, again, that's been around since before the 90s, 2000s era, but they are popular. These items from that era are popular, as well as their older items. Not to say that their older items aren't popular, but for this video, we're looking at Y2K, obviously. So again, embroidery on the jeans, that's kind of the common theme from this era. That one went for $50, $59. One of their most popular items, though, are these sweaters. And these are very kind of a 3D, chunky, texture-y is kind of what I'm trying to say, and a lot of stripes. Those are selling for the most money when it comes to Kooky. That's kind of what they're known for. That one went for $200 for that sweater. I'm looking over here at that t-shirt that went for $25, which isn't too bad. Got another one of those chunky knit sweaters. That one went for $99. And then this is what that Kooky tag looks like right there for you, and that is an Australian brand. Next brand is what's called XanD. I believe that I'm saying it right. That's at least how I said it when this brand was popular. But one of their most popular items right now that is selling are these patchwork style jeans as well as jackets. You're going to find the jeans more commonly than the jackets. That's probably kind of a rare find. Good example, $45, $48 that these are selling for. But this is really it was a common trend for this brand. Other brands you'll find this with, and they're going to sell as well too. But this is, at least as far as I know, as far as I remember, according to my memory, this was kind of the brand that did this look. And that's why you'll see a lot of this from this brand of what is selling. So $45 for another patchwork there. Got another one there. Some right there. That one went for $50. These cargo skirts, I haven't mentioned that as well, but that's another good look from this era where it's long. It's that maxi skirt, but then it has those cargo pockets on it as well. And then this is a pair of jeans there that has that example of the lace up that's up and down both sides of the jeans. I know current brands are starting to incorporate this trend, but it really was from this era, probably actually from the 70s now that I think about it. But that pair sold for $25. If you find that in other brands, they are selling for, maybe $50 to $100 in some cases, depending on the brand, depending on that style with that lace up.
I hope you found this video helpful. If you have not yet signed up for that $100,000 reseller challenge, go down here right now. That's going to get you started on that path to making $100,000 for yourself. And if you're looking for even more vintage items to flip, make sure you check out this video. I'll leave a link for up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.